than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my 3rd chair.
Hey guys, how you doing today? I want to do a few plant updates today, and I want to update my new Barrina shelf with the lights. And then I got another shelf. I got a real nice wooden shelf off of Amazon that I got for, this is my southern window, and I rearranged a bunch of plants and I really love it. I love how it holds everything that I need it to hold. And I also like the fact that because of my Barrina floor light, the vertical floor light that I got, I did not have to put any extra lights on this shelf. This, as you can see, I got my Barrina light on right now to do my video, and because it lights everything up so nicely, I kind of use it as my backlighting and it works great. But I don't have to have any lights on it because it just lights up everything really, really nice on this stand. And then also it lights up, well, when I have it in the place that I usually, you know, keep it on my floor, it lights up everything really nicely. But yeah, I got this really nice plant stand. I love it. It works really great for me. I have all my Anthuriums, and it worked out perfectly for my space in between my window, and I love it. I just repotted this one. That is my Crystallanum, and then I repotted my Magnificum right here. I got them all into bigger pots. My God, they were so root bound. It was crazy. I was actually really shocked how root bound it was. My Barrina plant stand, or plant shelf I should say, all the lights are not on it right now. I have them on a timer. They should be coming on pretty soon. But I am really liking this plant stand with the lights. It's doing really good. It fits really great in this corner that I have it in, and I love it. It's doing a really amazing job. I've got all kinds of new growth and stuff on some of my Anthuriums and stuff that I have on here, and the lights, the plants beside it where the light hits just off the side are doing really great. Alright, here she is, my beautiful Burness Fern. I absolutely love this plant. I just repotted her. She was so root bound. But I just absolutely love this plant. It is so big. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit so you guys can see. She is just gorgeous. This is a newer leaf. This is a newer leaf. She's got a couple more coming up. She is gorgeous. And you can, it just, oh, beautiful. after I repotted her, I did have her over on the other side of the room by my smaller fish tank. But after I repotted her, it got a little bit taller because I put her into like a 12 or 14 inch pot. You can see it down here on, well, you can't really see it because the plant's covering it. But I cannot believe that I've actually kept this plant alive. I bought several of these bird nest ferns throughout my years, and I managed, they will do good for a little while and then all of a sudden I just kill them. But this one has done fantastic. I can't believe when I first got her, she was just in like a small, maybe 3 or 4 inch pot when I bought her. I believe I got her at Lowe's several years ago. But beautiful plant. I mean, once you figure it out, she does great. So okay, that is my first update, and next, I'm done with all the big stuff for now. I think I'm going to set my table up and get on. Oh wait, no, I want to show you.
You cannot control. Just in time you came, and you changed all my perspective. Just in time you came, and I love it. I love it.
Before I set my table up, because I really don't want to move her, I'm hoping I can get her in here good. I've got a beautiful Oncidium orchid in bloom. Look at her. She is gorgeous. It smells like chocolate. It smells really sweet. I absolutely adore this orchid. Look at her. She's beautiful. Because I really don't want to, I didn't want to have to get her down and put her on the table, which is why I'm showing her to you hung up. But she's got 2 spikes. One is in full bloom, and the other one is just, the secondary spike is just starting to bloom out. So I am so excited. It smells so good. Every once in a while I get like a big huge whiff of her in here in my living room, and oh, my husband the other night, he come home and we were sitting here, it was after we ate dinner, and he was like, "Do you smell that?" And I said, "What?" And he said, I don't know, do you got an incense burning or something?" I said, "No, not at that time I didn't." And it took me a few minutes, and then a little bit later I was like, "Oh, I said, "I know what it is," and I told him, I said, "Come here." I said, "Come smell, you know, this orchid." And he come up and got real close to it and smelled it, and he was like, "Yep, that is definitely what I am smelling." But it's not super strong, but it's strong enough that, oh my god, it smells so good. So, alright, let me get my table set up, and I have quite a few plants I want to show you. Not a lot, but several.
You're gonna notice, hey, I'm falling in love. You're feeling something, hey.
Alright guys, this is the next plant I want to update you guys on. I love this plant. This is my Monstera obliqua Peru, and she is doing so well for me. I absolutely love it. It seems like it throws a lot of shoots out from the bottom. Like these are all new. These all came from the bottom. I think I originally had 4 or maybe 5 leaves on this when I first got it, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it's got another new shoot coming right here, and then another one right here, and another one right here, and on this runner that it's shooting up, it put out one leaf. You can see right here, put out one leaf, and then the runner goes all the way up. It's almost to the top of my pole again. I have not cut it. It's kind of weird though. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Okay, this is the next node, and then the sheathing is right here, but it looks like it has a tiny little leaf coming out from here. I don't know, and it looks like one here too, but I don't know, but it looks very similar to, oh, you can't see, it looks very similar to how this is starting to grow, the new growth on it. But so far I definitely have this leaf right here is from the runner, and then there's another runner right here, and I think that was the one that I cut and I'm trying to propagate, but so far I've not had any luck with any of the propagations from this plant. So, but I absolutely love her. I love the Adansonii and this plant. The holes in it are bigger. Let me grab my Adansonii. It's right here, so you guys can kind of see the difference. So this is my Adansonii, and you can see, yes, they are sort of similar, but yet not. And this one, of course, throws out runners, and a lot of people have problems with getting leaves on the runners. I get that. And this one just vines out, and it shoots up and climbs. Now, I had tore apart my whole mother plant and cut it all back, and I've got like 3, 4, I don't know, I've got like 4 different small plants of this now that I rooted out. But I love it. I love them both. And the leaf, what's different mostly about this plant is these leaves are kind of wavy. See how they're wavy, like right here? And then these really are not wavy. And then these also gets holes down the center, where the Adansonii really doesn't. Every once in a while you get a leaf that does that. But anyways, just gorgeous. So yeah, I'm super happy with my obliqua. It's done really, really good, and I'm so happy to have her. She is one of the plants that I look at like every single day, and just seeing what she's doing. I'm real excited to see this next node open up and see if it has a leaf inside of it, because it really looks like it does. I will try to get a close-up picture of it and put it up. But for now, I got another Monstera that I want to show you. Alright guys, this is my Monstera Esqueleto. I love her. Once again, I love these plants with the holes in them. I just love them. But this was the cutting that I got. I've had her for, oh, let's see if I wrote it down on the tag. Huh. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. Okay, I got it August 14th. It was a cutting that I bought, and it had a pretty good root system on it. I went ahead and potted her up, took my chances. I've got her in a clear pot so I could keep an eye on the roots, and you can see the roots are like all over right here. So she's doing really good, and she has a new growth. So I am super excited. I cannot wait to see this plant go on. I have a pole that I think I'm going to go ahead and put her on. I'm probably not going to do it right now. Maybe I'll wait. The roots are looking really fantastic. I am so happy because, I mean, she had some roots on, but it wasn't a whole lot. But she's grown a lot. And she grew all those roots and then now pushing up this new growth. So this girl is ready to take off. I am so happy about that. I cannot wait for that leaf to finish popping up through the sheath and start coming out. Beautiful plant. They are a little pricey, but the obliqua is a lot more pricier than she is, but absolutely love her. I've got her more in, her and the obliqua are in a pretty strong light. So I don't know. I've heard so many different people say, you know, they don't have to be in a lower light or they have to be in a stronger light, you know, but I've got mine in a pretty high light. Both of them are under grow lights and they're both in a west window, so you know they're getting pretty good light. And these two leaves obviously were on the plant when I got her, so really pretty. Love this girl. Alright, I think the next plant I'm going to show you is, well, I'm going to do, I have two, I think more, yeah, two in here that I want to show you, and then I got a couple plants in my plant room that I want to bring out. So let's get on with that. Alright, I'm going to have to hold this plant back a little bit. This is my philodendron Warzawicki. And this is the cutting that I took off of the mother plant that I have in my plant room, and she is doing really good. She's got two new growths you can see right there. I love this plant. I adore it. She is just gorgeous. I love the leaf shape. The leaves are really thin, but she does not give me a whole lot of issues at all. Gosh, I'm going to have to back my camera up. Alright, there we go. That's better. But this is a gorgeous plant. I love it. And like I said before, this is the one that I chopped the top off of my mother plant and that I have in my plant room. And she is just doing really beautifully. I love the leaf shape. Very beautiful. The leaves are really thin. You would think that it would just be a crispy mess, but this plant likes a lot of humidity and you cannot let it dry out. And then there are the two new leaves that are popping up. I love her. She is gorgeous. And she's doing really, really well. I've got her planted in spag. Oh, I can't do this with one hand. I had to pick my camera up. If you guys can see, the roots are all over the bottom of this pot. And she's doing really good. I have her in spag and perlite, and here soon, as soon as those two new leaves unfurl, those are the first two new leaves that she's gotten since I've chopped her and been growing her out. So it looks like they're going to be a little bit smaller, but I'm okay with that. But as soon as they unfurl and harden up a little bit, I'm going to unpot her and put her back into soil with a lot of perlite and grow her that way. That's how I have my mother plant growing, and she absolutely does really good in that soil mixture. Beautiful. Alright, let's get on to the next plant. Alright guys, here is my absolute pride and joy. Let's see if I can zoom her a little further. This is the last and third Anthurium Orchids that I bought. I got her from a little Etsy shop, and she is just gorgeous. I can't, this is the leaf that she came with. She came with just one leaf, and is just absolutely gorgeous. And I potted her into a small clear container. I put like a lot of soil and a whole lot of perlite in for her, and she held on. She got a little bit crispy on the bottom here. You can see the little brown mark. But then she started growing a new growth, and this is the leaf that she grew in my care, and I just, you can see how much wider it is, and the stem isn't quite as long on this one as it is on this one. You can see I have them tied back so they weren't flopping down, but you can see how much wider that leaf is. And I mean, if you compare how much this one sticks up above this one, and then how much this one is lower than this one is a little bit longer than the original. But oh my god, she is just gorgeous. I'm freaking out the whole time she was growing, and it is so cool because you look at the leaf now. I mean, I know this isn't like the biggest leaf ever of a Orchids by far, but I've seen other people's, and their plants are just huge. But this is my plant, and I grew her, and the most exciting thing is I grew her right out in the open air. No grow tent, no IKEA cabinet, no nothing. Just right out in the open air. Now I do keep my humidity no higher than 60, except for like when it rains, my humidity really flies up. Like right now it's 67% humidity in my house because we've had like 2 days, no, 3, I think it rained for like 3 days here actually. You know, so the humidity is built up. Plus I had to water my plants, and that always shoots your humidity up a little bit. But I am just thrilled. And she's hardened off now, and she's turned this beautiful dark color. And then what I did I think it was like 2 days ago, I just have her in a glass vessel to hold her up so her leaves weren't hitting the plant shelf. But I potted her up into this 8-inch clear pot, and I don't think you can see any of her roots in here right now because I just put her in it, but her roots were beautiful. I wish I would have thought to take a picture, but you can see I have a moss pole on her, and trying to keep her held up, and then plus her stem will grow, and her roots will start growing into that moss pole from what I've seen from other people's that have them on moss poles, and it'll help keep her a little bit sturdier. But yeah, there's the back of her. I'm just now noticing actually this leaf is getting some discoloration on it, so I don't know, you know, the old leaf, it might be, I hope it doesn't go over. I feed her a lot. I feed her every time that I water her. I give her my fish emulsion one time, and then I switch over and I'm giving her my new Monstera Aroid fertilizer. I can't think of the brand name, TSI or something like that, but I'm giving her that, and fish fertilizer I'm going back and forth with that fertilizer because these plants need a lot of food. But also with her, and only with my Orchids, because I do have 3 of them, Now, I did buy a bag of bark, and it has the big huge perlite, it has charcoal in it, because I wanted to pot her up, you know, correctly. My other anthuriums grow great in soil and a lot of perlite, but I wanted to make sure I had some bark. You might be able to see a little bit of the bark and stuff in the pot. I don't want to lift it up because I'm scared to death to water her. I didn't even really want to pick her up for the video, but I was petrified when I had to repot her. But I've got some moss on top here because she's got some beautiful roots coming out. I think it's the other side. Yeah. You can see her roots right here. Look at that. Can you guys see it? Oh, let me zoom in. See her roots right here coming out? So I just keep the spag moss over her, and those roots are going right down into the soil. It's nice to have that, but soon that stalk, it's got some root. I think I see one that hopefully she'll start growing into my little moss pole that I made for her. And there's kind of a close-up of her beautifulness. Oh, I want you to see too the sinus on her. Look at that. Look how deep that is. Beautiful. I love the markings. I just adore her. I didn't think I'd ever have this plant, let alone be able to like grow her properly in my conditions and my environment, because I have a grow tent, but I don't like growing my plants in grow tents. I want them out in the open, in my open air, and you know, I want to be able to enjoy them. She has had this little mark on her. I don't know what, it almost looks like chalky, but I don't know. I try not to touch it. I've tried not to touch her the whole time I've been growing her because they say that they're so delicate. But if you notice, let me fix my camera. Look how her bottom of her leaf is like curved. It's curving over to the right, looking at her. And then this one is kind of curved to the left. I don't know why she grew like that. I'm not complaining, but I would not complain about this beauty, because she is. Okay guys, this is the next plant that I want to show you. This is my Hoya. Now I can't not say this name right. Crassia pedita. I'll put it up on the screen because I can't even hardly read my own handwriting. But look at her. Oh my god, she is gorgeous. Look at the veining on this plant. And she has grown so much. Look at that. She's got, okay, this was the plant when I got her, was this part. And then she had these little doodads hanging out here. She grew this, and then grew these 4 leaves, and then she grew more, and now she's got these 2 little leaves. Then she grew, got these 2 little leaves, grew, nothing, and grew, and nothing. But I cannot believe I just got her in August. See, there's her name, but I know you're not going to be able to read it. I'm not even going to hold it up because I'll put it on the screen. But I love this Hoya. She is so beautiful. I am so glad I got her. And she's supposed to get like really big leaves, which is why I got her, because I love big leaf Hoyas. I don't have a whole lot of Hoyas. I have a handful. I'm not a big, huge Hoya head, but these with the big leaves and that striking dark veins that they have in the middle of the plant. I don't know, there's just something about them like a dinosaur or something prehistoric about this plant. Those are the new leaves. And I have her in a south window in my plant room, and she has a grow light over top about 3 foot above her. So I think she likes it. I'm hoping she's growing really well. I have her on this trellis. It's just a wooden bamboo trellis of some sort. What do you call it? A U, like a U-shaped trellis or whatever. But I really like her, and it's been fun. It's been really fun watching her take off. Usually Hoyas are so slow to grow, and this one just really has not been. She's gorgeous. So exciting to watch her grow, and I look forward to keep on watching her. There's the back of the leaves. You can actually see the veining in the back too, and she's like, it's like a purpley color, like right here. Really pretty. And she's got a spider web. I have every fall. I get little house spiders come in my house. Not a big deal, but I just figured, well, they aren't going to survive for too much longer, but because they ain't going to have nothing to eat. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful plant. I'm really glad that I got her. Now this plant, this one, oh, I wanted her so bad. I have to take the tag out because I can't never remember the full name besides the Anthurium. I gotta wipe off the dirt, and I just got dirt all over my leaf. Spider-Man Monstera Anthurium is what she was sold to me as. I got her in June of this year. She was just a teeny tiny little baby starter plant when I got her, and she just had these 2 leaves on her. It was a plug plant from Green Escapes, and I know there's supposedly there's this one, the Spider-Man one, and then there is the silver. Now I would really like to get the silver too. I hear they're very, very slow to grow, and I will say I have to agree with that, because in the time that I've had her since June, she's put up this leaf, but she's also worked on her roots. So she had a good root system when I got her, but it was just a plug, so she kept growing roots and growing roots. I just recently repotted her into this pot, and so you can't really see any roots right now. Oh, there's one. But anyhow, she has put up this leaf in my care, and then now I just noticed a few days ago she's got this leaf coming out too, so very exciting. And I have her just on a grow pole is what I call them, not a moss pole, but I just have her on a grow pole. It's burlap, and I just wrap around it. It will give her something to hook onto. And she is also in my southern window under a grow light in my plant room. But just so pretty. I love the color. It's beautiful, like a pale green silvery color. I just absolutely love this plant, and hopefully she's not going to grow super slow. I get sort of impatient with slow plants, but I like my little plants too. I have so many big plants. I have big floor plants and big hanging plants and stuff like that. So it is nice to have small ones mixed in. But yeah, she is gorgeous. I love the texture. It reminds me a lot of my Anthurium superbum, the texture on it. Very beautiful. Alright guys, well, I hope you liked my update, and I do have a few more plants that I'm going to do in the future for some more update videos and let you know how stuff is going. I'm really happy with everything so far. The only plant that I had issues with that I bought over the summer was my Alocasia cuprea Red Scarlet, I believe was the name of it. She died. She rotted out. The stem rotted on her, and I think I was just giving her too much water for as little as she was. So yeah, I killed her, which really makes me mad because I really wanted that plant. But I figure I'll get her again. It's no big deal, you know. And I mean, money is money, but it wasn't like I spent 30 or 40 or more dollars on her. I think I spent like 10 or, I don't know, I don't remember. But, alright guys, I'm going to let you go, and I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye. Peace.
And I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be